is up and welcome back everyone. Today we're going to be talking about winter dailies because, well, we're getting another snowstorm in Alberta. It goes from no snow to a bunch of snow to melting snow, but now we're in the lots of snow phase and lots of cold. It's minus 15, I think I've seen on the Calgary weather station, like minus 30 in some places. So it's a little bit chilly. So today we're going to be talking about dailies and why I think I might have found the perfect daily with my Subaru Forester. Turns out it's so cold my suction cup didn't even stick to my window. I had to fix that. Hopefully it doesn't fall off again. But anyways, you might be wondering yourself, why am I saying this 2004 Subaru with almost 400,000 kilometers is the perfect winter daily? And that's probably a pretty valid question. I'd be asking that myself if it wasn't me making this video. So, the first thing is, well, it's a Subaru. Subarus have awesome all-wheel drive systems. I don't know if you guys have used Subarus, you can definitely vouch for this. They seem to actually use the all-wheel drive where a lot of these all-wheel drive systems don't really work. As you can tell in a lot of my off-road stuff, we put it to the test and it's been working out pretty well. The next thing is it's comfortable. I've drove this car for 6 hours straight going down to Montana and stuff and no issues, it just cruises. Only thing a little bit annoying about that is the actual wind noise, but when you have the radio on, it's not that noticeable. You would hear it a lot less in modern cars, but modern cars aren't as cheap. That's why I'm saying that this is a great winter daily. I don't want to drive a brand new vehicle in the winter, even if it's got rust coating stuff, because some places in Alberta, some places in Canada, some places in the States, wherever you are, they salt the roads and it depends on where you are. And that being said, well, if it gets a little rusty, as you guys can probably tell, this car is a little bit rusty as we've already discussed. I'm not too worried about it. We can clean it and we do have plans to kind of prevent it. But it's not all the car. Another great thing is the winter tires. So if you're driving a Subaru in the winter, 100% recommend some good winter tires. I have Michelin X-Ice on here, absolutely love them. We had them on the STI before, and that's the reason they're on here, and they grip up like nothing else. The only thing would be studded tires, but then studded tires don't work as well on the actual roadway, so it's kind of a trade-off. These work great in pretty much every condition. Only thing, really deep snow, not the greatest, but you're not going to be plowing trails with your daily. That would be your overland rig. And then last but not least, I think is a big one, is safety. These cars, there's a lot of people on the road just can't drive in the winter, and I'm sure you guys have seen your fair share of people that can't drive. So that's another reason. These Subarus are extremely, extremely safe. They came from the World Rallycross. They learned how to build a proper unibody, and that's essentially what they've been doing for years now. And I feel as safe or even safer in my Subaru than my dad's pickup truck, just because I know they've been tested and tried, and pickup trucks are pretty much the frame on body. So it's kind of a short description of the safety, but that's another reason that I love my Subaru Forester for my winter daily. And in conditions like this where it's pretty much a whiteout across, oh, there goes the Subaru Forester, a whiteout across the road, I feel 100% safe. I know how to drive this car. I know what it's going to do. It's predictable. There's not a bunch of electronics trying to get in my way, and it just makes driving in the winter, honestly, lots of fun. I quite enjoy. I'm probably one of the few people, well, people like Spencer and stuff and Adrian, they all like winter driving too, but there's a small group of people that actually do like winter driving, and I'm one of them, mostly because, well, this Forester. So you're probably asking yourself, well, you have an STI, it meets the requirements, it's all-wheel drive, it's a Subaru, it's safe, all of those. Well, the STI is a little more expensive, and just because of the people on the road during the winter that don't know how to drive, it's a little sketchy because you always got to be careful, and that can be really draining if you're going for a long drive. You always got to be watching for every single person, and also the fact that I can make a whole video on why I can't drive the STI in the winter besides the summer tires. There's stuff like the air oil separator. You can't run it in winter, it freezes up. Over boosting because it's pro-tuned, and the Subarus, when you start cranking up the boost, you need a new boost controller, all that fun stuff. But the main reason is, it's just not a great car to daily drive in the winter when there's so many people that just aren't the best drivers in the snow. As you see right now, it is pretty snowy. I'm staying away from everyone just because, who knows, someone might hit a patch of ice and spin out. You gotta be careful for that. And if you're a regular to the channel, you know this car goes skiing in the mountains, this goes adventuring, and it makes that all really easy, especially in the winter. When we're going through sunshine, as you guys seen that one time after the snowfall, it was extremely stormy. It would just not been the great experience in the STI, especially with all that power on demand and the cold weather. You don't want to be spinning everywhere you go in that kind of weather. And then adventuring. This takes us pretty much anywhere in the mountains so far. With regards, we do need to lift it and do all that stuff, but the STI just wouldn't do that, honestly. First of all, I'd be too scared to hit the pan and blow up the engine or something, where this engine literally costs $750. But stuff like the ground clearance and just not being able to pack as much is just not as good of a daily. It's an awesome car, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love the STI. Don't think I'm ever selling it. But the Forester is a great daily, especially in these beautiful winter conditions. So after hearing what I think my perfect winter daily is, I want to hear what you guys think your perfect winter daily is. It might or might not be a car you own, but maybe it's a car you're looking to purchase, or maybe it's a car you had in the past and you're looking for something like that. But this is definitely, as far as I can say, almost the perfect winter daily. And as you can probably tell, it is a beautiful snowstorm and I'm having lots of fun. So I look forward to hearing about what your guys' perfect winter daily is. And that's going to be it for today's video. So as always, peace out and stay humble.